Mimi nilikuwa nauza insurance kama maembe ama nguo. After 5 months, I quit and I said I don't want to sell insurance. Hi everyone, I hope this video finds you well. My name is Martin in case you're here for the first time. Na sisi ni watu wa insurance. We do civic education as well as reviews on insurance, especially within the Kenyan market. Now, in today's conversation, I want to pick from where we left in our previous video where we were talking about insurance as career in Kenya. And specifically, I want to talk to you, or maybe some of you, I don't want to say everyone, but some of you who have had an interest in joining insurance as an agent, or you have had an interest of becoming an insurance agent in short. So I want to give you my personal experience, especially for the first 6 months, so that probably you can get more ready and more prepared, because for me, I think I did a few things wrong and I got frustrated for the first 6 months, and at some point, and I'm going to mention this in the course of the video, why I quit after several months. So in today's video, I want to highlight some of the things that I did as a mistake, and I want you to probably do better and get ready, so that probably you can take a shorter time for you to grow in this space. Like we mentioned in our previous video, that insurance is a very lucrative industry, is a space where you can make a lot of money, and I have seen personally from those people who we work with, there are those people who take home quite a lot of money, but of course it has taken them time, and I believe there's a way you can shorten your curve in terms of growth. It doesn't necessarily have to take you so many years. So there are things that I did personally when I was starting that I feel kind of made it very hard for me to like enjoy being in the insurance industry. Before we get into this conversation, I want to appreciate you for your support. Those of you who have subscribed, and if you are watching and you haven't subscribed, the best way to support our channel is to subscribe. It's for free, and of course share, like, and leave a comment. And of course we have been taking questions in regards to insurance, and we are encouraging you to send us those questions in the comment section so that we can respond to you with a detailed video, just to help you understand this space, understand insurance products before you buy. Okay, now I joined insurance 2 years ago, and my first 6 months was very rough. My first 6 months were very rough, and the reason being is I was kinda vulnerable. And what I mean vulnerable is I didn't have the different source of income. I was expecting that by joining insurance I would be able to take care of my bills. I'll be able to earn, like in the first maybe 1 or 2 months I'll be able to earn and to be able to sustain myself and my family. It wasn't so, because there are a number of things that you need to do, or you need to achieve for you to be able to get into the company's payroll, to at least expect a salary at the end of the month. And one of the things that I didn't do is I didn't have some money to sustain me for 6 months. Like Moi mentioned in our previous video, insurance is a business, and for most businesses you will not expect that your business is going to sustain you for the first 6 months. Your business is going to take care of your bills, or is going to take care of your rent, of your food, and your other needs for the first 6 months. So I didn't know that. I thought I would come as an agent and start selling and probably get into the payroll and be able to sustain myself and my family. So I didn't have backup plan. Sikuwa na another source of income, and that was a very huge mistake. Very huge mistake that really costed me to a point where after 5 months I quit insurance. Nikasema sitaki hii kitu. I don't want to sell insurance anymore. When you go to an insurance company and you show interest in becoming an agent, what the insurance will do, they will train you on the company's products. Okay, the company's product, they will give you an orientation, the products they are giving, the services they are giving, and then they will release you into the market. Most insurance companies will not like follow you up in terms of how you approach the market. Wanakupatia orientation ya products and services, and most of the times they will not like help you to sell. Okay, so ni kama tu biashara ya kawaida. When you go and buy, maybe you want to start a motumba business, ukienda ukinunua nguo Gikomba, is not their business to help you sell the clothes or whatever. whatever items that you have bought. So insurance happens the same way. So unaenda unafanya orientation, you are trained on the products, and then you are released into the market. I don't want to lie that the market is very welcoming. You can imagine you are trying to push very hard for maybe someone to invest, maybe long term, because most of the insurance products are long term. You have to invest and wait for a period of time. And a good example is when you buy an education policy, it depends on the age of your child, and most their education policies that will take even up to 18 years to mature. So you can imagine you have been trained to sell this product maybe even 15 years, and you have been told to go into the market to go and talk to people. Unaenda ku approach mtu, unamwambia we have this package and we can help you plan for the education of your kid, and you are doing it from a point of desperation. Yeah, like for me, I was very desperate. I wanted to sell because I wanted to make money. So wewe, you're not selling solutions. You are selling from a point of fear, from a point of frustration, from a point of anxiety. You have a lot of anxiety. You want to sell because you have bills to take care of. So for me, I didn't have money to sustain me. So I was kind of desperate when I was making my sales, and that was a very huge mistake. So I would advise that before you join insurance company or insurance business, first of all, be sure of how you're going to sustain yourself for the first 6 months. Be able to take care of your bills, be able to take care of your daily needs, that is shelter, food, and shelter, food, and what, and clothing and all that. Then number 2 mistake that I made is that I didn't take time to study the art of selling. Mimi nilikuwa nauza insurance kama maembe ama nguo. I used to approach people like with a preconceived mind ama idea of what I'm selling, but that was wrong. Essentially what you're supposed to do is to listen to people, talk to people, and listen to their needs, and then you are able to tell what exactly to sell. So mimi nilikuwa naenda na approach mtu, maybe nikienda kwa duka nasema my name is Martin from this insurance company, and this is what we do, and then I would start introducing products instead of taking time to listen to people, which is an art which I'm not going to get into details of how you're supposed to do it. Maybe I'm going to do it in another video, but I used to sell insurance in the wrong way. And remember, like we said in our previous video, that people don't want to be sold. The moment una approach mtu na najua you want to sell to them, somehow they tend to shut, and maybe they are not going to give you time, or they are not going to listen to you. And especially insurance, I don't know why, somehow people tend not to be very receptive when it comes to buying insurance. Now, if you want to join insurance, take time to get some of these things, like the basics. I'm not saying you master everything, but at least have the basics for you to shorten your curve, that is your growth curve. Then mistake number 3 that I did is that I never identified, or I did not identify a team to work with. That was a very huge mistake for me, because what a team does is it helps you to shorten your learning curve. Those people who have gone ahead of you in terms of experience, maybe umepata mtu maybe ako 2 years in the insurance industry, 3 years or 4 years, there are some of the mistakes that you are not going to do if you are in that team, because they have already learned, they have already made the mistakes on your behalf. So they are going to tell you, or they are going to guide you on what to do and what not to do. So for me, I made a lot of mistakes because I never identified a team to work with. Then number 4 is that I didn't have a working plan. I would wake up and prepare without knowing where exactly I was going. So nilikuwa nimeambiwa, I got some rough ideas of where to get the market. For example, mashule, I would go to primary schools around me, I would go to secondary schools, all these institutions nilikuwa naenda na visit, and remember, by that time I was alone, and I didn't know even how to approach people. I didn't know how even to sell these products. I didn't know how to make presentations. I didn't know how to create that attention ama create your environment ya watu kunisikiza. So you can imagine, I would wake up and prepare. I don't have a plan. I don't know exactly where I'm going. Nikiingia kwa matatu, nikiingia tao, that's when I would maybe think, wacha niende hii shule iko hapa, ama wacha niende hii hosi, ama wacha niende. So I was making a lot of mistakes, and it never worked. It never worked for me, to a point where I said I quit after 5 months because your time, I think after 5 months sikuwa nime earn anything, sikuwa nimeanza ku earn. And because I don't want you to make these mistakes, I want you to avoid exactly what I've mentioned. Try to understand how the market works. Try to identify a team that can help you, like shorten your learning curve. Try to do what? Try to have a working plan. Identify the best places to go for marketing to do the sales. But of course, in as much as you are looking for places to go and sell, also work on yourself. Prepare yourself. Understand the market, understand the products, because sometimes you will go to the market and meet people who have already consumed the products and somehow they understand these products more than you do. So to avoid frustration, first of all, work on yourself, understand the products, understand the basics, not necessarily everything, because there's no way that you can get to understand everything in a day or in a month. Make sure that you are preparing yourself, or maybe you are studying the art of selling. Understanding products is one thing, and selling the product or presenting the product in a manner that is likely to give you a chance to sell is a different thing altogether. So be able to do that in advance, and then of course have a working plan. Okay, so those are some of the mistakes that I did, and I wouldn't want you to like repeat the same mistakes. Insurance tumesema, I have seen myself from those people who are ahead of me that it's possible to make a lot of money in insurance industry, but of course it takes time, it takes patience. It doesn't work like in a day or a month. It takes a lot of patience, a lot of resilience, a lot of learning. Thank you very much. I would really love to know whether you are enjoying this conversation, so that maybe we can be able to like do more videos about insurance as career, and probably help one person or two to be able to join, and maybe 5 years from now useme you joined because you had the correct information from this channel. And on that note, I would really appreciate if you supported this channel by way of subscribing, liking this video, leaving a comment and a question, and of course sharing with a friend. If you are an agent, this content as well is going to help you, because we want to learn together. I don't want to say I'm very perfect, but at least I'm not making mistakes like I used to. And I can see the future is very promising, and of course I'll be bringing you more people from this industry. Watu kama akina Moi, because at least they have gone ahead of us. They have been able to like identify even the markets that are very green, identify the best way to sell or the best way to approach the market. There's so much to learn in this industry, and if you really enjoy this content, I would really love to hear from that is from the comment section. Give us your view or feedback so that we can like scale up this type of content. Thank you very much for watching this video to the end, and I hope I gave you value for your time. And until we see you in the next video, God bless you and bye bye.